Hey everybody, hope you're doing really well. In this video, I'm going to be talking about how I'm launching my OF today, but yet I'm already in the top 15% of all of the creators in the whole wide world. So how I did this, I used 6 steps to do this, and I'm going to lay them all out for you if you want to follow my steps and recreate what I did. If you do decide that you want to become a user of OF, be that either a consumer or a creator, there's a link in the description down below that says my referral link on it, my OF referral link. If you click that and you use that to create your account, OF will send me a little thank you, say thank you very much for referring this person, and it doesn't cost you a penny. And it's quite frankly a nice way to share the love. So without any further delay, let's get on with the 6 steps that I took to get me in the top 15% of OF creators before I even officially launched my account. So, when I first decided that I might want to become an OF creator, I needed to test to see if the idea had legs. I needed to know if people wanted to actually watch me, so I created a sign-up list. Or a waiting list where basically I could direct people through my social media and through my YouTube videos to a page, and they could put in their email address and their name and hit go, and they would be added to the list. I promised them 2 things. If I did go through with the OF account, they would get a discount, and 2, that I would promise them some free bits and bobs for them to sink their teeth into. Now there's loads of companies that will do this for you. The one that I used is a company called MailChimp. It's completely for free. I made a MailChimp account, created a form, and they gave me a link, and I just directed people to that link so they could fill in the form through all of my social media and my YouTube videos. And I ended up with about 450 names of people who were interested to watch my OF. Okay, I asked my audience what they wanted to see. I asked all 450 contacts on that list what they wanted to see, and I received hundreds of suggestions, and this was actually just part of my sign up form. So I did like name, email address, I did a couple of options that they might want to see, and then I put a suggestion box underneath, and yeah, I received hundreds of suggestions. I then made YouTube videos about the suggestions that I'd seen, and I promised to make as much of that content as I could. Then I spoke directly to my audience about that content and made a few funny videos about the suggestions that I've received, and that was really good because it allowed me to talk openly about other people's kinks, but also it allowed me to make content, and that gave me free publicity, and that gave like my future OF account promotion, and that was great. Okay, so number three, I publicized in my videos the hot guys that I've been working with. In a YouTube friendly way, so just like pictures of the guys I've been working with, and that was done to sort of promote expectation and to really keep my audience involved in the sort of process. So it was constantly kept in their mind, you know, that I was currently working on that project. Okay, tip number 4. I often made content about my experiences while starting this adventure. I made a video about how I went to a hotel with a really hot guy to film content, and I had to abandon it because I couldn't concentrate, because there were people walking past the door and I could hear them like going down to the pool or the bar or the restaurant, and I was thinking, well, if they can hear me, or if I can hear them, they can hear me, and it totally put me off because I was like, and then I realized that I need total privacy to do that. So then I made another video about how I turned this space behind me into a studio for that, and lots of the content that I've recorded has been recorded here on this very sofa. I also talked about other content that I've made or other situations that I've done where things had or hadn't worked out, and at the end of every video I plugged the link to the waiting list. So, you know, click the link in the description, put your name down on the waiting list, and I'll keep you up to date. That was really helpful because over the course of 6 months, I watched the list go from like 50, 100, 150, and it went all the way down to 450 people, and that was amazing. Tip number 5. Okay, I had a happy accident, which sounds kind of rude, but I had a happy accident. So while I was promoting all of this stuff, people found my OnlyFans and they started to subscribe, and I had a price on my OnlyFans. And then I started to receive angry messages from people going like, I've just subscribed and I've just paid and it's totally empty. So I had to refund people back their money, obviously. But then I put like a holding note on my OnlyFans page that said, this will be officially launched on the 1st of February 2025. And then I made my OnlyFans free because I didn't want to have to refund back anybody else's money. So I was like, just make it free. And then I announced in 2 videos, or 3 videos maybe, that my OnlyFans was now free. Okay, I gained about 300 subscribers in like 3 weeks. And then when I started to populate my OnlyFans, I went back and I put a price on it. And many people left because all of a sudden it wasn't free and they weren't interested. But I was able to then send them a voucher to say, hey, I'd love it if you came back. It's nearly full now, because it is now totally full of videos and pictures and collaborations and things like that. But at the time it wasn't, but now it is. So here's a voucher and I'd love it if you came back. And I sent those out, I think to nearly 300 people. So yeah, and that was a total happy accident. So, finally, tip number 6. I posted on social media about my OnlyFans, who I was working with, where I was working within reason, the launch date, and at the bottom of all my social media there were links to the waiting form or the waiting list, my OF account, the people who I was working with. So yeah, I sort of kept publicizing it again and again and again on my social media. And finally, it all just came together at the end. Like when I announced that the launch is here, I actually offered a discount, and there still is right now. There's a discount until the 8th of February where you'll get 30% off of your first month. And yeah, I offered a discount, and the people who originally joined, who left, came back. The people on my mailing list, I sent them out 2 massive mail outs. They all came down. People on my social media, that all came together. Yeah, and everybody just came together at the same time. And my account just went bang up to the top 15% in the whole wide world. So as I said before, that's how I did it. If anybody here wants to recreate what I did, these are the steps. In the description, there's a link. You can click on that link to open an OF account, whether you want to be a consumer or a creator. And if you do use that link, they'll give me a little something to say thank you, and it costs you absolutely nothing. So last thing I want to talk about is my plans for the future. So first thing, I've already worked with a Spanish guy and a Portuguese guy. In the next 2 weeks, I hope to be working with the most beautiful blue-eyed Brazilian guy. He has got the body of Adonis, and but he wants to be anonymous, so he's going to wear a mask. And how do I put this in a YouTube friendly way? He's Piggy. He's a Piggy. So it's me and probably another group of gentlemen, and we should all be working together. And I'm very much looking forward to that. I've been invited to Italy to work with a couple. I've been invited to Berlin to work with a married couple. That's going to be fun. And I'm hoping to, in the next few days, to receive an invite to go to the very north of Spain to work with a guy out there as well. I never thought that I would take this road in life. So far, it's been so much fun. I'm really looking forward to the next few months. I think it's going to be such a laugh. If you would like to join and watch my OF, then there's a link in the description down below. There is a 30% discount on it at the moment. I hope that you click it, you sign up and you join, and you're with me for a very, very long time following me on this journey. If you decide that you want to be an OF creator, there's also a link, as I previously said. I am having so much fun. I look forward to entertaining you all for a very, very long time. So I'm going to wrap up this video. I'm going to give you some love. I'm going to give you some hugs. And most importantly, mwah, I'm going to give you some bear kisses.